Hi, welcome to In the Flow with River. I'm really glad that you're joining me here. And if you haven't set yourself up for notifications and subscribe to my channel, please do so. This is a place where we meet every week to talk about things to help awaken you, help bring more light into your life, help free you from some of the suffering that we go through, and just a place for inspiration. All right, so this week is a little bit of a shorter video, and what inspired me with this was I woke up on Sunday morning and the first thought that came into my mind was, I have to. I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. And I bet many of you guys can relate to that. Many of you feel like, I'm sure we all feel very similarly, like we all have a lot going on. Life is really busy. And it's not just, keeping up with our jobs and our homes and our kids and our pets. It's social media. Sometimes we want to stay plugged in on social media. It's connecting in our community. There's a lot that is, being asked of us right now. And I think that it's really easy to get caught up in this cycle where we have so much energy going out and we just approach each day with our, looking at our to-do list, and it's like, okay, I have to do my laundry, and I have to go grocery shopping, and I have to pay my bills, and I have to do all these things. So I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't feel so good. Like, I don't want to face the day. I don't want to even jump into the day, let alone all the things I have to do. So I'm laying there for a few minutes before I've even put my feet on the floor, and I remembered that I made a decision to wake up in the morning and go to Bodhi Spiritual Center in Chicago, which is where I really love to attend and to celebrate life and to connect with God. And so I laid there and I went, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I love. That, that's not an I have to, that's an I get to. So I go to the service and it was wonderful and it was uplifting and it was inspiring. And driving home, then I started with okay, I have to get this done, I have to get this done, I'm going down my list. Our list, we all have those lists. And I pull into my driveway and I see my neighbor out with her sister, and they're out gardening because she's getting married next weekend, and so they're getting the house ready for her upcoming wedding. And it's a lot of work, and it's a big piece of property, and so I walked over and I said, can I help you guys? And I had, mind you, tons of stuff that I had to do. But something just made me feel like I wanted to go and help them out. And they said, we'd love it. So I came home, I changed my clothes, I grabbed Sophie, went over, and I was in the dirt, and I got dirt under every single one of my nails, and I was playing with worms, and we were out there for a couple of hours, and the sun was shining, and it was just beautiful. And then this voice came in that said, I get to do this. This is a privilege. And I noticed right away that instead of having that feeling of that impending urgency of I have to do this and I have to do this, all of a sudden I thought, I get to do these things. I get to help my neighbor, and then I get to go home and make dinner, and I get to do this and I get to do that. And I noticed that as I changed my language around what I'm responsible for, that I felt lighter. And the next thing I knew that was not only, when they decided to wrap things up, did I still have plenty of energy? And I'm not kidding you, I still had lots of energy. I went out by my creek and I just started raking up sticks and picking up sticks in my yard and pulling weeds. And I just had so much energy. And then I made dinner, and it was so incredible what happened when I shifted from I have to I get to. And so I was telling a good friend of mine this, and I said, this just came to me today. I approached today, not with an I have to. It's like, oh, I get to meet with my colleague this morning, and then I have a phone call later, and then I get to do this and I get to do this. And I have found that it has expanded time. And what I mean by that is that I'm finding time to do not just the stuff that's on my to-do list, but even additional stuff. My dog Sophie, she got sprayed by a skunk on Sunday night. That was a challenge, saying I get to wash her 4 times to get the skunk smell out. But this morning, my garage was still pretty stinky, and I thought, I'm gonna clean my garage. And I thought, you know, how great is this that I get to do this? And that changing of our language has a profound impact on how we feel. I'm always dialing in with people about change how you talk, and it changes how you feel. When we shift from I have to and we move to I get to, that is moving into a space of gratitude. That's what my friend said. He said, you know what that is? That's the attitude of gratitude. It's I get to do all of these things as opposed to I have to. So consider approaching your day, and instead of saying to yourself, I have to do this and I have to do that and da 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 da, you know, think to yourself, I get to do this. I am breathing. I am alive. I get to do this, because there are a lot of things, and I'm talking even the mundane things that other people can't do. They cannot do. So being in a place of getting to do something is a place of privilege. So I hope that makes you think a little bit. It lifts your mood, lifts your energy. I send you much love, and I look forward to seeing and connecting with you soon. Blessings.